I'm making a change today. The liquor been taking the pain away. I heard you was giving your chain away. That's kind of like giving your fame away. What's wrong with you? I sit in a box with our owners.
Yo, what's up, broskies? Keanu coming at you with a little voiceover. A little live match we did. Magical Muskets, obviously on the BBL Drake playmat. Kane's piloting Predaplant, which he's really picked up with his deck pretty fast. He's really never stepped out of the box. He's only played like 2 decks his entire life. So, I was interested to see, if he knew what he was doing, whatever. But obviously my Magical Muskets, I'm going second. I could care less if you win the die roll or not. And I'm not gonna lie, when he watches this, he probably won't believe it, but could you believe our first match got corrupted? And so this is the one where we both like popped off pretty well. But like you saw, he opened it with Lone Fire into the Scorpio. So Scorpio, you have to send him from your hand to the grave, and then I believe it just lets you special summon one from the deck. So it's pretty crazy. And these cards are pretty old, so I'm pretty sure Scorpio always goes into the Darling Cobra or whatever. Just terrific cards. And then Darling Cobra, it adds a polymerization or a fusion. Kane grabbed the branded fusion, normal spell card. And just flipping through, I forget what he went ahead and activated. I told him I didn't have a response, so he sent Fallen of Albaz and well, I don't really know what he's doing right here. So he sent Fallen Albaz and Dark Magician. You didn't see the Dark Magician, because Rebellion only requires Fallen Albaz and a Dark or Light monster. So if he's pitching the Dark Magician, you already know he's gonna try to attempt to make it to Dragoon. So he pitched Rebellion cost. Shuffle back fusion materials. He's shuffling back the Dark Magician and itself. For Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, you can't tell, but it's the new pretty prismatic secret rare out of the Megatons. If you haven't seen that video, go check that out. Link in the description. We also have a giveaway in that, so I would check that out. He fusion summoned that Mantis card, and he went for all 3. So if you've seen any of my deck profiles, I do not know how to pronounce this card. Sorry about that. But whatever. He went into the big to Vertram, Predaplant Vertram or something like that. Tyrophoid, whatever. So pretty nice little setup right here. I believe the Predaplant could just straight up negate a summon from the extra deck. Dragoon, I don't see any cards in his hands, but it can be targeted and he gets a pop on his turn. So, and then I believe one of the cards he sent, if it was used as fusion material, you put a Predaplant counter on something. So he put on Dragoon, and then the big boss out of the Predaplant card, it gains an attack for every card that has a Predaplant counter, I believe. So I think this thing's right now sitting at 7k. But it doesn't matter because I open up the best card in the game. It's Magical Musketeer Caspar. And I'm more familiar with these cards, obviously, so I'll be able to tell you everyone they do. And I believe I did quite a bit of misplaying right here. So I went ahead and activated Cross Domination on the Vertram. Make that thing go to 0. He has no cards in hand, so no negate. Caspar on a separate chain. I honestly think I went for something. Yeah, Last Stand, because I knew he had no cards in hand. I knew I could clean up the board pretty easily. I know Dragoon's a problem, but I see the Dark Ruler no more in hand. And then I was like, oh man, I think I could have done something a lot different, but whatever. Activated Dark Ruler no more, did that pretty quickly. Popped the Dragoon, because I'm pretty sure like Dark Ruler Dragoon all of its effects are negated, so it can be targeted. I'm pretty sure. Sound off in the comments if that's not correct. But Magical Musketeer Max, add 1 spell trap per monster they control. Add another domination. I just swung over it. I have like 5-6 cards in hand, so I'm pretty fine sitting behind a max, and he's just straight top decking. So that looks like a pendulum card to me. That's not gonna do you much good there, buddy. But he's checking his extra deck for something. I don't really know what he's looking for. I think he's about to pass it back right here. I think that's about all he can do. So he passes. I just really have these monsters generate advantage so quickly. I believe it's a Calamity. Yeah, Calamity. Summon Calamity. I just spoke him for 25, so if you kept count, because we have the life point counter off the screen, he's taking 35 total, which leaves him at a total of 4,500 life points. By the way, drop a comment if you know how to edit like life point counters on the screen. We can collaborate. You can help us out with that. That would be super cool. I have the domination in hand. Calamity Max. I think I have another Dark Ruler. So I'm feeling pretty good, because I know as soon as I add a spell trap in the Calamity's column, I'm going to bring back another Magical Musket. I'm sitting in a really nice position with him only 2 cards in hand. I have everything in my hand to trade. Last stand, get that out of here. Let's just negate that. Calamity separate chain, bring back the cast bar. Remember, he's just at 35, so 45, sorry about that. He's taking 35, something like that. I don't know. So set 1, dock 14, 15, that's pretty much it. It's a lot of damage. We're gonna go ahead and take it to game 2. Pretty clean work on that one. He just kind of showed me what he had. But let's take it to game 2. So we got it all shuffled up for game number 2. He's going to take it again, going first. I don't know why he lets the go in second deck go second so much. I wish you could see my side deck cards. I don't think I drew into a single one. You see the Dark Ruler in War, so I'm pretty fine. That's a main deck card. I sided in, since you won't see it, I sided in Spooky Dogwoods. I sided in some Spooky Dogwoods and a Pointer of the Red Lotus, because I thought he may make me go first. And I just wanted to get the Branded Fusion out of his hand, or anything that helped him get to it, because Dragoon is super hard to get over. He's not as easy to go into anymore. He's obviously not as splashable, with the Anaconda gone. But if a deck can facilitate it, it's really hard to play around. So it opens up with the Insta Fusion. Comes down the new fusion card out of I don't know that latest set's name. Difo, what is it? Dimension Force, something like that. Let me know in the comments what set that was out of. But pretty cheap common printing. It would have been pretty nice if you could have gotten that as super or something like that. But is what it is. This archetype isn't played that much anymore. So Kane's taking a quick read over his card. I believe it. I'm not 100% what this card does. Like I said, Kane just kind of picked it up, and he said he wants to play something a little more competitive. In his profile, he'll probably allude to the fact that he's gone to the dark side and he's playing like a few more. Not that Predaplants is meta, but he's playing like somewhat of a meta engine and the branded engine, which is something completely against what he has been known for. So, it is what it is. But yeah, so off this new Predaplant card, I believe he's adding something. I don't know what he's adding. I'm not really sure, but he's taking his sweet time to find it, and it's completely fine. Like we talked before the match, at our locals, like sometimes like these tier element players or like Sprite players, they take like 15 minutes a turn, and then they like, even though we play a deck we're really comfortable with and we can, it's a little more streamlined and linear, they get upset if we take more than 2 minutes on our turn. So I told them, fuck it, let's just kind of start playing at their pace and see how it goes. So he added the Orphis Scorpio, I think that's what it's called. He had the Branding Fusion in hand. Every time I test this man, he has Branding Fusion or like one card to get to it. So you already know he's sending the Dark Magician, the Fallen of Albaz. Just absolutely insane that this deck can, facilitate this. Rebellion, I literally have no answer. It would have been hilarious if I did have the Spooky Dogwood. I would have had like a million life points by now, but it is what it is. Or I would have pointed that Branded Fusion out of his hand. But then again, he had the Orphis Scorpio, so it really wouldn't have done anything. But it is what it is. So down comes the Dragoon, I believe. Remember, I main deck Super Poly. I don't know if I had it in this match, but man, that's sweet Super Poly board right there. 2 darks, Dark Fusion. Oh my gosh. So I'm checking his grave, asking what he discarded for Rebellion. I think he forgot, but and what's this? Predaplants. He brings one back. The maintenance cost is like 800. Right here, I'm gonna let this go. I'm probably not gonna cut this out, but he didn't read that it negated the Orphis Scorpio's effect, and I was like, what the heck? I picked it up right here, and I was like, this is insane. You can do this more than once per turn. And of course, there's not a hard once per turn on Orphis Scorpio, but Predaplants, or whatever it's called, negates the effect of the Predaplant monster you special summon. But he's gonna realize that like pretty soon here. Darling Cobra comes down. Like I said, all this is gonna get run back, so don't worry. Or unless this was a different match we did this in. But I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, which has been a little while since we played this particular match. But yeah, he's gonna go. I think right here. Do you realize? No, he didn't realize yet. So, I mean, I guess it's just good for you to know, like, the kind of, things that can be searched. So, obviously, Darling Cobra can search a Poly, a Fusion, anything like that, except Super Poly. And, okay, here he goes right here. I believe, I believe right here is when he said, like, oh, like, I can't do any of this. Like, I'm sorry, And so we ran it back. It's completely fine. Like, that's what testing's for, right? I hate when you go to like a locals with like 6 people and you're like, oh fuck, I messed up the play, and they're like, oh, just no bro. That's what testing's for. That's what an 8-man locals is for, Like, unless you're playing for cases or big prizes, like, shut the fuck up, But he set one. I already know that Super Poly. You don't got to tell me this is Predaplants. That's Super Poly. Don't try to play me like that, So here comes the link into the Vrains. Special summon Caspar. Caspar's effects are negated. Well, that card's effects are negated. Go into Magical Musketeer Max. Now I can add spell and trap cards from my hand. So right here, I have no clue what he's doing. Oh, he was looking for a Super Poly. I think he wanted a Super Poly, but he couldn't do it. He negated with Dragoon. It popped the Max. Banished the Vrains to add back Caspar, because you can add back the thing with the same type, something with the same type of the Link monster destroyed. So now normal summon Caspar. You thought that's why Link into the Vrains is insane. Magical Musketeer Max is insane. It says you cannot activate this card more than once per turn. Like, you can only activate this card once per turn. These effects once per turn. Dragoon negates the activation. I'm 100% sure. But so max, let's go and special summon out a Starfire, a wild. That's a little interesting. I'm surprised I got the wild. Why did I get wild? I don't know. There's no way I have enough engraved for like wild to be relevant right here. Okay. So right here, I took back the wild, because obviously it's just not the move. Don't have enough engrave. Brought down the Calamity. She's kind of crazy right here. Because I can activate another spell trap and get my cast bar back into rotation, which is actually kind of insane. Activate the cross domination under Calamity on the Orphis Scorpio, whatever the fuck it's called. Calamity effect, special summon back cast bar. I got a full board now. Right here, swing over, nice little 15. So now right here, I had to cut the video a little bit, but now right here, to go into the only out I have for Dragoon, technically, Baguska. Go and switch that boy to defense. You ain't doing nothing over here. Super Poly is irrelevant. My Baguska's an earth. Max is a light. Caspar's a light. Like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Unless he had like Fallen Valbaz, and that would be kind of cool, but he doesn't. So pass it back. I just know I can kill him on the crackback. I just need to sit under Baguska for a turn. But he does have cards that, like, you know, can activate their effects, engrave and stuff and such, and you know, it's fine. Taking a read over Baguska right here. And if my audio comes out a little bit choppy and you're here at this point, I apologize. I don't really know what's going on with my voiceover. My voiceover feature just kind of like cut a couple times, but hopefully I've lined it up properly. So he normal summon Orphis Scorpio. Well, no, he special summoned it with Predaplants and passed. And here it goes. Gotta go for the kill now. So I paid the maintenance cost to Baguska, detached one, went into another max. I didn't want to switch Baguska just yet, just so his Dragoon would still be offline. What did I do right here? I had to have added some spell traps. I don't think I have any. Another wild. So that's hilarious. So wild, Starfire. I guess we're just getting all the monsters in rotation. I probably could have played this a lot better, but and then in defense, at that. So I really don't know what I was doing right here. I think it could have been so much easier. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was thinking Boral Sword, or I don't even think I have Boral Sword in this one currently. What was I doing? Well, I have the Dark Ruler no more. Let's go. Baguska, Max. I'm linking into Link 4. What's his Avermax? This gotta be Avermax. It's the only thing that can bounce over this thing. Avermax comes down. Avermax is a house still. Went to a case tournament, kind of ran through like my first couple rounds with Avermax, which was kind of crazy. And I really just did a Dark Ruler no more, in all honesty, to get to the Wild's effect. I mean, I wasn't going to kill him this turn anyways, so like I figured why not. Shuffle and then draw one. But yeah, Crusader to Avermax, if they don't have that, like, they don't have something main deck for it, or, you know, like a Kaiju or something like that, he's kind of hard to get over. Super Poly on the draw of Wild. Oh my gosh, I'm pretty nuts. I completely forgot about that. Let's go and suck both of those bad boys up for Dragstapelia. I don't know if you can see that. It's right there in camera shot. So Dragstapelia is broken. I didn't even know he was in a gate until like this format. So funny. So I mean, I know he has Super Poly face down, so kind of don't care. And then the Lone Fire. Lone Fire comes down. Choose a Lone Fire for... You can literally just go get any plant at this point. What is he gonna get? I think he's gonna go get one of the beaters, honestly. I'm really unsure. He's taking quite a while. I think at this point he was kind of saying like, oh, like I don't really have anything. But it's fine, you know, testing's for slow play, of course. I think he thought about Orpha Scorpio. He only has one card in hand. He's definitely taking this back. Yeah, he did not do this, yeah. So this thing's like a 2400 attack. I don't know the name of this. I'll try to put it up on the screen at some point. Or maybe not. Matter of fact, no, I'm not. I'm not going to put it up. It's like that Mantis card. He'll put it in his profile. I'll put the link in the description of this one and, you know, for that. Then he activated the Super Poly Desperate Times, called for desperate measures. Pitched the remaining card in hand. He sucked up my Dragstapelia in his card for a Dragstapelia of his own, I believe. It's coming down right now. So Dragstapelia. I don't think Dragstapelia targets. I think it just says like place a counter or something. So he placed a counter on my Crusader Avermax. So its effects are negated, but it's still big. So it's like, I mean, it's fine, you know. I'm just reading it just to make sure. I mean, he just felt so proud. He just felt so proud right here. But it's fine. It's still Avermax. His effects might be negated, but I still have some cards in my hand. He's currently on top deck kind of battle. It's pretty much over. Pass back. Super Poly. Don't really know what I'm looking at my extra deck for. I think to make sure I have a target. Set one Doc. Attack over the Avermax. Attack with Doc. Let's see what he's got right here. He's got to top something crazy. What if I go into a second Dragstapelia? So he goes Lone Fire. That's completely fine. He really, the Super Poly almost got him back into this game if you think about it. Like if he had drawn something kind of crazy off the top, he could have gotten rid of Avermax with its effects negated. But he just didn't. He didn't. And he was going to go for the Orpha Scorpio, but he has no cards in hand. I reminded him of that. You know, hey, can't do anything with that, so. So I'll let him do that. And then I said, pause, wait a second, Super Poly, let's go. But sucked up both of his cards for my Starving Venom. That's pretty much gonna be it. But you know, remember, as always, like this video if you like the video, comment down below if you like these. Oh yeah, also Doc gets Caspar back. Yeah, comment down below, you know, if you like these type of videos. Like the video, of course, subscribe to the channel because we're almost to 1,000. We really want you to be a part of it. We really enjoy doing these videos. We just really love Yu-Gi-Oh! So let us know what you want to see next in the comments. Comment, just boost the algae. Like the video, and you already know we'll see you in the next one. See you next time.